Hello, welcome back to Father of Two Plays Pillars of Eternity. So, let's see what's with Lilith here, now that we're at the top, I think, of the lighthouse.
Of course.
I don't imagine she's gonna be welcoming. Okay, she sees us. The Wailing Banshee. Find the source of the howling noise. Done. Lilith. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. Perception 18. Observe the kind Guala. You're close enough to notice that the spirit's head is tilted back, even as it looses blood-curdling howls. The faint movements of its head suggest it's looking towards the windows and scanning the horizon. The kind Guila's ghostly hands, are stained with something dark. At first, you think it's blood, but it's as black as ink. Okay, let's take a look at this. A banshee, or what the locals refer to as kind Guila, wails and screams from the third floor of the lighthouse. It hasn't attacked me yet, but I'll need to get rid of it one way or another before the tower is safe for Nia's workers. When I got close enough for a good look, I noticed that the spirit seems to be watching the horizon for something. Its hands were stained with something dark, blood or ink perhaps. Maybe I'll find something nearby that can help me.
Keeping an eye out.
I don't know why I'm sneaking necessarily, I just feel like it might be better. So there is another staircase up. Oh, there's a dead body here. Wonder if that has anything to do with her. Okay, well let's check this. I don't think we need to sneak. Thought there might be more enemies. There doesn't appear to be. Lilith Shawl. Friendly aura 5 meters, +1 stealth, +3 perception. This cloak feels so light that it's easy to forget you're wearing it. The unmistakable scent of the sea breeze, cool and salty, wafts from the fabric. Though moth-eaten and ragged around the edges, it keeps the chill at bay. Its faded colors seem to blend in with its surroundings. You found this in the lighthouse of Andra's gift. The tower had been uninhabited for a century and a half, and its last occupant, the lighthouse keeper, supposedly died there when the Adirans invaded. It was rumored that her spirit haunted the tower still, watching for ships on the horizon. Do we take it? I feel like she might get pissed. Okay, she didn't. She's not angry with us.
Where there's a pick, there's a
We need
way.
level 6, and then it'll take 3 picks. Okay. Logbook. Okay. Oh, do we not? Alright. Must be in here then. Yes, it is. Can we read it? The logbook expels a thick plume of dust. 6 Faunaten 2672. Foggy, port full, 158 days since sighting the Red Dream. 12 Faunaten 2672. Heavy rain. 2 fishing boats lost at sea. 164 days since sighting the Red Dream. 1 Teraton 2672. Dark clouds, Adiran ships on the horizon, 173 days since sighting the Red Dream. So did she know somebody on the Red Dream? The last lighthouse keeper kept a log seemingly into the final days of the War of Defiance. This person was also tracking the appearance of a ship called the Red Dream. Nia might know more about it. Okay.
Hey.
So let's head to Nia, and maybe we can help free this spirit instead of just tormenting it more by attacking it. Nia was the name of... Yeah, it was her workers that were going to restore this place and make it an inn. And maybe bring some prosperity to this fairly sad part of town. I'm going to have a drink of my beverage. Don't usually drink energy drinks, but I was feeling tired today, and I am drinking Red Bull. Some type of yellow edition Red Bull. And it's citrusy and delicious.
Hail and well met.
Have you heard of the Red Dream? Oh, so have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? That ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in New Halmar laden with spoils from Rawatai traders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. Nia points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merowith, takes her shore leave over to the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. So is that. There was a guy who was looking for the chest. He thinks it's in the area, and maybe that's his captain. She shakes his captain's chest. He was moving it, he left it to go get a drink, and it got stolen. I think maybe this is his captain that we're talking about. She shakes her head. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Okay. You look like you're kind of threatening. Okay. The sailor gives you a once-over, sizing you up. So, Brackenbury. And we have a few other things to do. Let's look at our log here. Okay, so we could go to the brothel. Gareth in Copper Lane. Giant Slayers in Wood End Plain. No, that's not the one. Cave from Firga's Vision. Not yet. Go to Dunstan. That's in the Crucible Knight's Keep. Talk to Sorel. Right, we need to be able to not bribe her, pay her for the locket, or talk her out of it using our stats, I think. That's not one that we need to do here. Okay. Continue to get to know Durance. I guess we rested, so we could do that. And we need more skill to do this as well for Adir. That's not something we can do in town. Brackenbury. So we have two things to do in Brackenbury. And we have to find this missing crate. Let's see. Marceno, a young sailor, has confided in me that Captain Fortunero's sea chest was stolen whilst he was distracted. Fortunately for Marceno, his captain is enjoying himself on shore and has yet to hear of the incident. Marceno has pleaded with me to find this chest, before the captain returns. It is unlikely they've made it out of Bondra's gift yet. I should start my search here. Okay. So that's something to do here before we leave, as well as go to the brothel again. We already went in here. This is where we confronted the Dozens agent who was attacking the nobles going in and out of the brothel. And we had to kill her. I mean, we didn't have to. I felt obligated to end what she was doing, and she wasn't going to stop, so she attacked me. Bragging. I got as much right to stand here as the guys in that whorehouse. They don't like what I got to say. They could go someplace else. You murdered a boy here 2 days ago. The hell are you talking about? Even if I did kill some runt, you've got nothing to prove it. Show him the dagger you found on Darren. This belongs to you. That's mine, all right, and no one touches my dagger and lives. No, I don't like this guy, and I'm not gonna be bribed. I would like to see you try. Okay. You could get up there, and why don't you join her? And we're gonna mark this guy. Oops. My bad. Do this. And hit them with this. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, Adir, you could probably try and knock this guy down too. Alright. Adir, pull this dude in to a fight with you and attack this guy. Maybe use this, yeah. And you could attack him. Halcyon, attack him. Right, you were using this. No, we'll leave that happening. You're attacking. Good. Stunning blow. And stunning blow. And knockdown on this guy. Right, he's down now. Now use knockdown on this guy. What do we want you to use? You have another stunning blow, so stun this guy. I don't know, you don't necessarily need to get in there and do that. Why don't we just have you attack? Oops. Okay. Everyone's doing something. Yes. Injuring, or not injuring shot, wounding shot. Okay. Oh, I didn't want you to do that. Oops. Oh, he's down. Okay, switch to this guy. Oh, bless me. Sorry about that. I guess we could let her know that justice has been served, the mother. Not sure if she'll care too much. Hey. Not gonna bring her son back. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that.
Hey.
Okay, let's save. Let's head in here. So no, that's not where the crate is, it doesn't look like. We have to stop in at the brothel and at that woman's house.
Of course.
Maybe we could have made things go different if we brought the killer to justice first. But no going back now. Our decisions are made, for good or ill. Looking for a crate, or a chest, or both. What is this place? I believe this is where we confronted a group who was about to kill the woman who had the animancy for the Crucible Knights. Excellent. Yeah, there's Vienna right there. I'll be alright, thank you again. Alright. So not here. I want to find a barbarian companion. I don't want to get rid of a deer, but I might get rid of Mara. Those guys are talking about... I should have read it out. They're talking about the Banshee, or... I can't remember what they call it. But they were talking about that Banshee. Doesn't seem to be stealing. Taking this guy's stuff. Okay, we got nothing to do with that guy right now. It seems like at some point he has a purpose. Maybe I'm mistaken, though. Seems a little conspicuous there. So during the day, we can head into the... Okay, just attics in here. That's stealing to go in there. I don't think this is where we're looking for either. You could go down into the flooded district. Because it sounds like this part of town was flooded out during the War of Defiance. I think that's what they call it. What do you got to say, Crier? Messengers from Gilded Vale bring shocking news. Lord Redrick VII, loyal Thane... Oh, I didn't get it. He is succeeded by Kolsk, last surviving relative of the Redrick line. Kolsch, sorry. That's about the coup that we were part of in... Why can't I think of what that place where Edir is from is called? I mean, because my memory is poor, I guess. Gilded Vale. There we are. Took a little while to recover it out of the old noggin, but I did it. So I guess we'll check down here, just to be sure. That the crate's not being stored over here. Oh, there's a... Yeah, okay. Walder Three Fingers. 4 people stand together around what appears to be a wooden chest. One of them, a grizzled and rough-looking character, looks up at you, then sneers. Took a wrong turn somewhere, did ya? Best turn around and walk on. Lefty Lisk. There's a sudden snapping sound from the direction of the chest, and a second smaller man lets out a frustrated groan. Damn it! That's the second lockpick. He looks up at you and stills. Oh. Walder rolls his eyes, then turns to you. You walked down your last pier. Okay. You think so, but I think you're mistaken. We'll find out, my friend. Okay, let's let this happen a little bit. Okay. Now that we've let it move a little bit, or start a little bit, we will decide how to use up our actions. Yep. And we'll maybe wait on that and just attack. Gonna mark somebody. Who should it be? That guy. Well, you know what? Should we wound him? No, we'll mark him first. And why don't you take a shot? Stun this guy. No, stun him. There we go. Anything else? Edir, use your knockdown. Alright, let's see what happens now. Do that. This guy's stunned? I don't think so. Let's try it again. I don't see the little lightning bolts. Now, wounding shot on him. There we go. Pull this guy in at you. And we'll use that skill. Now, is anybody not fighting? He is not. Let's switch to your staff for the moment and attack over Edir here. Wolf, please fight. You can use that. Edir, you're not doing anything at the moment. Attack this guy. Yeah, let's do that. You're not doing anything, Halcyon, so let's Let's hit that guy with the wounding shot, and we're still waiting on one more level of chant to use any of those, so... Okay, now we have 3. I think we summon skeletons. And once they're summoned, then we go back to attacking. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click a deer here. Can you pull this guy in? You could try. Let's use this. Oops. This attack for the chance to stun him. Where are my skeletons? Oh, I guess I didn't summon them. I thought I did. Well, let's use that then. Attack that guy. Attack that guy. You can switch back now. Stand back. And attack. Halcyon. Start attacking this guy back here. You too, my ow meow friend. Meow meow.
What is it?
And keep using these. Attacks as often as we can. Excellent. Well done, friends. Couple of lockpicks, that's nice. We'll take all. Take all. I guess, do we just go tell him about it? Oh, okay. This sea chest bears a large embossed sigil of a ship and the word Fortinero beneath it in gilded letters. It's held shut by a heavy brass padlock. Alright, we'll take it.
Of course. Hey.
Excellent. Well, we'll stop in at the brothel and that woman's house on the way by, and we'll go report to that guy, maybe after we find out about the Banshee? So much to do. The Banshee, I guess, is what I'll call it. I forget the name that they applied to it.
How do you do?
Always good to have a few more warm bodies in here. Any progress with those thugs? I find ringleader. I found the ringleader. She won't bother you or anyone else anymore. Maya smiles, revealing rows of large dagger-sharp teeth. That's news worth celebrating. Take some copper and enjoy yourself. Her smile widens. And should you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. If you just need some rest, the room is yours for free. Oh, that's excellent. Might as well have a drink or two. This seems like as good a place as any to pick up a few sordid secrets and, sundry diseases at that. A knowing grin warps her blue markings. Now, just what can I do for a strapping young lad like yourself? Or a strapping lad. Any of your regulars interested in earning some coin? What does that mean? Aye, if only so they could spend it again. Oh, okay. Hiring adventurers, I see. So the common room is free now. Oh, even the shiny pearl is free. Let's do it. It's free, right? There was something else we wanted to do here. Right, we wanted to talk to Wade. Just leave me alone. Okay, fine. We'll leave you alone, and we'll go talk to your wife. I doubt there's going to be anything different to say now that he had nothing different to say. Maybe it would have gone different if we found the murderer first and brought him to justice. Just, I didn't feel right. I don't want to kill anybody necessarily, but he murdered a little boy. I don't feel right about taking his money. And by all accounts, a brave little boy who was trying to rescue a woman from rape, at most likely. At least a robbery, if not also rape. Okay, let's talk to Oda. Yeah, your poor boy. Well, at least we avenged him, I guess. It's little comfort, I'm sure, to his parents. Okay, so now we're going to head to a couple of other districts, but... Copper Lane, we have something to do. We have something to do in... I forget what it's called now. Oh, Stalwart sends a plea. Something about ogres, excuse me. My beverage is quite carbonated. Right, so we need to go to First Fires. There might be more to do in Heritage Hill eventually, and we have 2 places to go in Brackenbury. So we'll do that, then we'll head to First Fires, then we'll head to Copper Lane, then we will head back to Andra's Gift. And then eventually we are going to go to Widewind's Temple, but these side quests are intriguing me, and I must figure out what is going on. I must solve all of the cases set before me, or adventures. So what were we here for? Sanitarium. Should talk to Durance. Sorrel, right, we can't do that yet. Can't go there yet. Woodend Plains, okay. Gareth in Copper Lanes. This is in Charred Barrel, but that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're doing. Nan's in the Brackenbury Sanitarium. I'm sure I've seen that fellow. Nan's? No, Audemar. Did we talk to this guy?
Traveler.
A bald man with a crooked nose gestures in demonstration over the still body of a patient before a small gathering of interested onlookers. Feeling your gaze, he pauses his discussion. Have you come to sit in? I'd like to know more about the sanitarium. He gives an eager nod. It's the mission that attracts me here, the treatment of the disturbed. No one else seems to care about them. Here, they've worked wonders for them. I've seen people cured of insatiable hungers and uncontrollable urges. I've seen the crippled walk and the dysphoric smile, all within these walls. The thought that the thought that the Duke could put an end to it with a single order, it keeps me up nights.
Good day, stranger.
What is it you do here? I should have read his greeting. Hello again, something like that. Close as we are to the Glanfithan wilds, we get a number of bioweck maimings every year. Survivors dealing with the complications from exposure. This fellow here is a severe case. His essence is a mere whisper of what it was. I am early in my research, only beginning to understand how they work, but in time I hope to find a way to protect people from the effects of the storm. Well, as these people are titled, that seems like a noble venture. Nans. Hello, Nans.
Well met, friend.
An elderly woman peruses the shelves with a quickness and an energy that belie her age. I'm afraid I don't practice anymore, child. Too busy with my research. What do you do here? I'm an animancer. Used to venture on all kinds of underfunded and ill-fated trips out on the expedition hall when I was your age, but lately I've found research better suited to my current pace. She pats a creaking knee and laughs. Nuns regards you with bright, intelligent eyes. Can I help you with something? I'd like to know more about the sanitarium. It's the official center of animancy in Defiance Bay, founded in 2729. And before you get saucy, no, I wasn't around at that time. It was built to treat ailments of the mind and soul, important sort of place to have in a growing city, and its construction marked the end of the animancy slowdown that followed the Bale Reach accident. The Bale Reach accident? She shakes her head. A terrible setback for the discipline. A researcher working outside the Bale Marsh shattered the soul of a dozen volunteers. Her voice lowers to a growl. Of course, we'll never know exactly what went wrong because the mob tore him to pieces. This mishap bears some of the blame for the slower pace of research in the 2.5 decades that followed, but it also helped concentrate practicing animancers here in Defiance Bay. Imatil sent me. He said you'd be interested in the scepter pieces we found. That chatty old fishwife's been babbling about me, I see. She laughs and rolls her eyes. Never trust your secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. Anyway, let's see what you've got. Nans examines the scepter, her eyes hooded by crinkled flesh. Imatil told you true, I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valuable as he may have led you to believe. She steals a glance at your face, but her fingers tighten around the piece in her hands. I'll take it off you for 500. You seem a little too excited. What aren't you telling me? The corners of her mouth twitch upwards. Ah, sharper than Imatil, I see. The truth is, I could repair the scepter. She runs her fingers along one of the pattern pieces. It's broken, sure enough, but the pieces themselves are in good condition. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy. Expensive alchemy. I've got to soak the broken ends in a fiend's blood compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. She eyes you. I could do it to the tune of 1,800 pans. So, she would repair it for me? Okay. Put the scepter back together. I expect you want to watch and see that your money's put to good use. Better get comfortable, then. She lays out an array of powders, potions, and obscure ingredients on her desk. You've lost an item and gained... Well, we've lost 3 items and gained 1. No, just lost 4 items. After what feels like hours, she returns to the main hall with you and presents the scepter. Looking at it, you'd never know it had been broken in the first place. This may be the finest work I've ever done, if I may say so. I thank you for giving me the opportunity. Examining a piece like that is a dream come true for someone in my field. She gazes at it wistfully. Take good care of it. I was hoping we'd get it as an item. Farewell. Cool, we got an Angwithan scepter. Two-handed weapon. Can he use it? It looks like it. Speed fast, 10 meters, 0.5, same damage. Except this one's Pierce Crush and this one's Crush Slash. Up to accuracy, up to damage, up to attack speed. This Angwithan weapon was restored from fragments you found in Andra's gift. The shaft is covered with invocations and the opal finial is inscribed with runes. Okay. I think we will use that with him. Now, do we want to give him this wand? No, we'll keep him with that. Alright. Why don't we give him that, just in case. And I think we're good for now. Oh, right, we have this thing. Perception plus 3. And what does this do? Intellect and resolve. And what does this do? Reflex plus 5 and healing bonus. Not the best. Freeze damage reduction bonus. Restores freeze damage. Perception plus 3. I'm really tempted to put it on my main character, to be honest. Looks pretty cool on him, so I think we'll stick with that for the moment.
Alright then.
Alright, so,
Alright then.
next to the charred barrel. Oh, we got something done here. Is it just that? Okay, nothing new to report. towers. Okay, this is finished in 2 days, 11 hours. Then we should have fairly good defenses there. Even though we're undermanned, I believe. That will come in due time. In due course! So the charred barrel is right up here, if I remember correctly. Aye. It is. Okay. Onward and inward. We've been doing pretty good in the combat recently. I'm impressed. I'm sure I will reach a point where it feels less so, but I kind of feel like hard wasn't a bad choice. Like, it's just given me that extra challenge and making it more fun for me. But maybe it will get worse in the future. Yeah, we don't want the fish off that table. What were we here for? We're looking for a pirate. It's not Naunton. Maybe we could talk to this guy. No. Farewell. Probably not in the kitchen, if anywhere. Probably upstairs, but let's check the basement just in case. Didn't we get a fight last time we were down here? No, we just ran into a bunch of bandits. Hello. Friend of the Knights, are you? Don't worry, we're minding our own business. Yeah, I guess we're kind of a friend of the Knights. I mean, we're friends to people. I like to help anybody who seems to have a good cause, or hopefully does have a good cause. But I can be... oh, what's the word? Naive. Sometimes. Maybe often. Depending on who you are and what you think is naive. Alright. Pirate. Seems like we're heading the right way then. There's Merwith. I did remember that name. If I wanted company, I'd go to the Salty Mast. Merwith's gold tooth catches the candlelight. What is it this time? Someone at the old lighthouse at Andra's Gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. She looks you over, narrowing her eyes. But that don't mean I believe you. She leans in, her voice a low hiss. You'd better explain what you give, or what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No! Her snarls flashes a gold tooth. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now, and when she learned I'd put food on her table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. She ignored the Adir in advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She turns her eyes away. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it. She gulps down the rest of her wine. I'll go. Perhaps it'll give us both some peace. Excellent. We still have a couple places to go before we go there, but cool. It feels like things are wrapping up in the city here, to a degree. There's so many quests, I just love that. It makes the world feel so alive, all these people who want help and you know, have their own motivations and problems. Okay, let's go to First Fires. Okay, now we're going here. Yes. Crucible Keep. And what were we doing here? Right, we were talking to the smith? Or maybe the person that runs the place. About because they're trying to make animancy soldiers? I guess they're somewhat like those enemies we were running into before that were animated suits of armor. Dunstan. I think that's where we're going. Something else on your mind? Commander Cleaver said you're working with an animator to build Forge
So much for
Knights.
his talk of secrecy. Aye, I'm building Cleaver's metal warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
He shrugs and shakes his head. No, Dunstan massages his temples, leaving soot streaks on the side of his face. How are you creating these Forge Knights? Suits of armor and souls. Cleaver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we could fill them with some poor sod's essence. He wipes his shining brow. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing the armor with a soul won't be that hard, but that's not what bothers me. No, because it sounded like those, animats, I think they were called. They needed to be very... I wouldn't use the word indoctrinated necessarily, but very dedicated to the cause or protecting the person that they were made for. So it sounds like they might... Either they'll put the wrong souls in them and they won't do what they want, they'll be criminals or something, or they're gonna be killing their own guys who are just so devoted to the cause that they're willing to become those trapped souls in that armor. It doesn't sound great to me, but I don't know. What do I know, right? And you need Vienna's research to complete them. She's been working out a method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process just right is critical. He holds up one hand. Bind the souls too tightly, and you get something like loot those flesh constructs at the sanitarium, barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. He raises his other hand. But bind them too loosely, and they'll be too self-aware for their own good. Mad killers in metal bodies. Do you disagree with Cleaver about the Forge Knights? I disagree with him on near about everything, and this is no exception. These Forge Knights won't solve our manpower problem. He can call them what he wants, but they aren't knights. He folds his arms and looks at the ground. And don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he bought to power the Forge Knights. Cleaver keeps telling himself that they came from the willing donors, but he knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through a less than legal channel. We should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. Okay, enough about the Forge Knights. Give him Vienna's research. Yeah, if only. I think this is what you've been looking for.
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
Dunstan scratches his beard. We lost an item and we gained a quick recording interruption. You don't seem too happy about this. I'm not, and I'm surprised someone as compassionate as you is going along with it. I've made it clear to Cleaver that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this, it's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cleaver's given me his orders, so I've got to build these things as best I can. Anyway, Cleaver's told me I'm to sell you any arms or armor you might want. You won't find any better place in Defiance Bay, I can promise you that.
Now, time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
He turns to his forge, hammer in hand. He takes a polished breastplate and goes to work. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with what's going on. I just have quest fever. Must finish the quest.
Expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Okay, show me what you have for sale. The White Spire. Unique E-Stock, two-handed. Grants Blizzard. 18 to 25 freeze damage, minus 20% attack speed for 10 seconds. Impressive. And mostly just fine stuff other than that. Exceptional. Oh, and Heldrick's coat. Exceptional plate armor. I might want this thing. Oh, I didn't read... Oops, I should go back and read the flavor text on this. The White Spire was found among the possessions of a member of the Order of Bleakwalkers, though it seems to have predated her. The spiraling engravings upon the blade are flanked by small, finely etched symbols of binding and enchantment, which might be credited with the permanent chill of the metal and the thin dusting of frost upon the E-Stock's hilt. And then we have Heldrick's coat. Ooh, that's nice. That looks like something I would want on my main character. Defense against prone attacks, push attacks, damage reduction from freezing, and it has more room for enchantment. An anomaly among Red Sarens, Heldrick was a renowned explorer. If there was a stretch of land that could be trod upon, he endeavored to reach it. He became enamored with the harsh beauty of the white that wends after an early expedition, and resolved to travel there as often as he was able. Accustomed to more temperate climes, he pooled the coin he'd gathered, selling exotic artifacts to commission armor, which might protect him against the bitter cold of the southern reaches. Yeah, I would like that, actually. I would like to get that right now if I could, so I'm gonna see what I could sell. To try and make that dream come true. Right, we keep that. Arquebus can go. We'll keep that, it's not worth that much. Let's go to our stash. And we will sell most of this stuff, maybe not all of it. I know I'm supposed to end the episode, but I'm going to get rid of this stuff, and then we're going to go talk to that guy. Cleaver. Then we'll end the episode. Crucible, plate armor. No, we'll just... If it's not at least fine, we'll get rid of it. For now, I don't need any of these. I can sell this as well. Now we want to keep that, you never know. Any doubles of books I will sell. We don't seem to have any. Okay, we will go with that. Now I think we have enough. I think we do. Yep. Let's get it. Cool. Oh, let's compare this to his stuff. Okay, it's got better armor, same recovery speed. This one gives me a bonus to dexterity, but that's not that big a deal. Exceptional plus damage reduction, and this has freeze reduction. Yes, please. Well, it looks cool, too. This guy has cool armor. Yeah, seems pretty good. Fine, she wants lighter armor, I think. So does he. Yeah, we'll keep that on him for now. So let's put this away. And see if we could do any enchanting on this. No, not right now. Oh, we need copper. That's really all we need, though. So we could give it some dexterity, probably. Or maybe something else. We'll see. Alright. I'm gonna save that, even though I'm gonna save shortly. Just in case, I guess. Is this where Cleaver is? No, it's the barracks. It's probably up in the war room, it's probably called, right? Yeah, war room. Wonder what he wants us to do now. I guess I've kind of aligned myself with these guys. I like finishing quests. Sometimes I don't think about the morality of them. Well, I think about it, but I didn't have to do anything overtly evil so far. How may I be of assistance? Was there more you needed me to do?
Dunstan will complete the first squad of Forge Knights in no time. Now the High Justice will want to have his Forge Masters at Fleetbreaker Castle create more.
However, it's been brought to my attention that you're a close ally of the Dozens, he scowls. I'm sure you understand that further association puts us in a precarious situation. Position. Was there anything else I could do for you? Well, I guess I'm kinda... I mean, I killed that woman who was one of the Dozens. Because she was doing evil, so I wouldn't say I'm their ally, per se. In fact, let's take a quick look at this. Benevolent, clever, stoic, diplomatic, passionate, rational, honest, deceptive. Defiance Bay. ally, faintly good. Gilded Vale, champion, overwhelmingly good. Knights of the Crucible, hero, moderately good. The Dozens, ally, faintly good. House of Dominel, troublemaker, faintly bad. Okay, oh, and this is actually the elapsed time in game time. 1 month, 2 days, 24 hours, 49 minutes, 2 seconds. That's pretty cool. And we've spent an entire day in combat. And defeated 500 enemies, wow. Most powerful enemy defeated: Adir, Lyra, Mara Rain, Elder Lion, Kana, Dargul, Durance, Greater Rain Blight. Most enemies defeated by Mara. That's cool. Well, I guess I gotta end the episode here. So, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.